Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to dive into this action. And we're going to see if we can beat the Chicago Bears here on Madden 20 Franchise Mode, Season 2, Week 3.
Play action. It's Trubisky.
Ooh, nice hit.
A lot of contact.
Nice way to cover.
And it's 3rd down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen.
Nice run.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at
Ray Cohen.
42.
On defense, fog up the holes. Get some pressure.
On first down. Hits his target.
Nice pass.
Taylor Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield now, here's Trubisky.
Get him.
And this one
Nice defense.
Complete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After
Empty backfield, it's not a run.
Now 3rd and 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
Nice pass.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
They may be running. Watch the run.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. From the 24, Trubisky. He finds Robinson.
Oh, Trubisky looking good out there.
15 he goes.
Gonna park this Saints defense.
Here's Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle.
That's not Trubisky's fault.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight
Hard to sticks.
incompletions.
It sticks.
3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
Anger's hurt.
It's attended to. We'll step aside. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This game, you took a shot. I can't be mad at you. You took a shot. They're early in the game.
Quick pass out to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he gets this.
That was a nice run by Cohen.
35-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Excuse me.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out?
Oh, wow.
I think you are.
I
don't
think
that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. That's complete to Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Richard. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Empty backfield. Let's see if we can complete this pass.
From the gun on 3rd. And
Nice.
by the tight end Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Brissett, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone.
Nice.
You didn't try to get in my corner.
Wrap him up then. Wrap him up.
Just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that.
right.
Totally missed it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 5, so a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Demario Davis there on the stop. On 2nd and a couple, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he gets it inside the 10
nice
to the
play.
9. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and goal, Trubisky, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
David Onyemata.
To David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Trubisky will throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards.
Trubisky looking good out there. 12
Get
18.
9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
One of the money routes
Without Marshawn Lattimore.
So tough to defend because the receiver can stop.
I think we're without Marshawn Lattimore.
Available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4.
On Saints.
This is
Touchdown gets you the lead.
Brissett.
Nice pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Richard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh,
Lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
quarterback.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Brissett. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah,
these Bears are playing good, man. What's up with that?
Run on that particular play.
Second season Bears are nice out here.
Easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down. It's Cohen, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 of the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a quick hitter with a fullback Arma, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. On third down, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across.
Marshall Lattimore's out there.
Yet to find the end zone. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I said just 4 verts, right?
Yeah, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
No, okay.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll get
Nice.
way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. Completes this one to Meredith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Dang.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Get him.
He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky. He
Nice.
One that's intercepted.
Go the other way.
Picked off near the 32, 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Woo!
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package.
Hardy.
They went with 5 DBs.
Almost
Justin Hardy with an interception.
NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against, time. A pick six going the other way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go. Here we go.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.
Bro, look at these stats real quick, and then we're going to dive into the second half. 105 passing yards, like 27 rushing yards for us.
Halftime report. Time for a look around.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3.
Our lead. An interception was a pick 6. I get the ball.
And not a bad return here.
I ain't got the ball. Got a chance to extend the lead. Ranger's back out there from injury.
Ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn.
Nowhere to escape.
Man, Khalil Mack got him.
That's sacked by Khalil.
That shit scrambled out a long time ago.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Come on.
Throwing. Brissett. It's a screen to Richard. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett.
Brissett, find somebody. Nice. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it. Come on, Jared Cook. Hey.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The second play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very
nice way to hold on to it. Michael Thomas.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, Richard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, Richard. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Nice. Jared Cook hauls it in.
1st down as the tackles.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Bears 42.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. off the play fake. Here's Brissett. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. A first down throw for Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brissett again. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Brissett complete. Smith has it.
Yes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints.
Traquan Smith gets in there.
Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
He's got an 8-point lead.
Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Here's Trubisky. Well, the 2 men come together.
Nice defense.
Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Nice.
And he couldn't get it to check up.
Went in the end zone. That's close.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far.
That came a lot. Got it together, man.
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2.
30, 201 yards, a touchdown. Through the early interception. Been doing pretty good lately.
See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Brissett.
Nice pass.
Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st first down. Brissett. That'll be complete to Cook. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run the counter. Richard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 14. Come on, guys. A lot of ground to catch up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Brissett. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 50.
Yeah, baby.
So 3 field goals.
That was almost blocked.
This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the
They
adage
got it
every
through.
offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Oh, the ball comes out.
Oh, Saints look like they want to win this game. We're in the second, 4th quarter. We got a 9-point lead.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is Cook with a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's still stop right here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule.
Going for it on 4th and 1.
Possession is 9.
Plug up the hose. Got him, coach.
Get the first down, close it out.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've
Nice
seen
pass play by Brissett.
Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. From the 27, Brissett, and this one's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
With the field goal, go by 14.
I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out comes this offense again, led by Trey Burton. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play. Cohen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and 2, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
All right, we got to get some running yards. You got to run the clock out.
Spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Brissett now. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Camaro's back there.
1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
There's a nowhere.
First down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this is incomplete.
That's 251 yards, though.
Like the timing was
not
a little
bad.
off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender,
It's
so
good.
what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Oh,
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been
Preston
intercepted,
Hardy
but it winds up
making
falling
plays on the
incomplete.
ball.
He's looking for Ridley again, and it's third down. On third down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
They work got him first
Correct me
down.
if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky on first down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'll make it waste time.
On the draw, this is Cohen. Oh, Cohen
He fumbled.
lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
That's ball game.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing
They
to,
had to,
having to, and they didn't get it done.
He might have been down.
And now you look at the situation and the point differential.
Oh, they're not going to mark him saying we're down.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Kamara.
I was protecting the
Now
football.
the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
In your face.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's gonna be it, guys.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room,
Yeah,
it
more
certainly
passing
worked.
It
yards and
certainly
more
did,
rushing
and you're
yards.
exactly right.
Nice.
Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next
Trubisky
week
was
to
64
take on
completion
the
percentage.
Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Quan Smith, 4 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Didn't give up any sacks. I might have got one. That's because Trubisky tried to run. Khalil Mack got 1 sack. Justin Hardy ran it back for a touchdown. Still would have won by 7 without that pick 6. Good defense. Only gave us 4 field goals. 4 field goals. Davis forced a fumble. Hicks recovered theirs, and Adelon recovered ours for a fumble. Hardy with the pick 6 touchdown. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed the game, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your bell notifications on. Check out some of these videos and the playlist of this series. If you enjoy this, I'm bringing it to you. We're in second season, guys. First season's all the way up on the board. So until next time, guys, appreciate you guys watching. And I'll see you guys when we take on our next opponent, which is going to be the Panthers. Let's see the X Factor real quick. Got 500 views for all QBs. All right, I'm out.